Hey guys, welcome back to Nomad Garage, and in this episode, my old man is going to be installing the liftgate back here and installing the seat.
So we're working on this liftgate glass and taking all these bolts out all the way along the inside here. You get to these by removing the covers on them. And then this part off like that. Then this part of this off. And then we'll take the glass out, clean everything up first, paint everything, and then reassemble it. With the old. Anywho, we got the glass here and the rubber seal that goes around. So I'm going to go inside, get some dishwashing soap. I'm going to slick these things up and wrap it around the glass. I got the glass slid in place with the gasket sealer around it with a little help from the dishwashing soap. So this went in pretty easy. And now I'm just gonna assemble the pieces that go around it, like these pieces here. And the bottom piece. I wish the chrome was in better shape, but it is what it is. So that's one of those things that over time, I'll probably take this off again to get it re-chromed or find a different one. Last night, we're trying to put this glass in. One of the mounting holes got stripped and I was trying to tap that hole out. Went a little too far and hit the glass right here. It sounded like a little twig breaking, and yep, it shattered the glass. Brand new piece of glass. So I had to get another one, put that in. I didn't even have the tag off yet. So that just goes to show you, rarely do things fall right into place. So we got the back glass installed, didn't break it this time. That's kind of nice. And something a tip we learned that might be helpful if you're doing the same thing. So we were trying to put the bolts in while we were holding the door like this. But what worked better was we put it in about this approximate location here, and then we built up something for this to sit on. Then you can come in from the inside and the bolt holes are right there. So then you take a smaller Phillips screwdriver, something about this diameter here, and you can jam it in one of the holes to align everything, to line the other holes, and it's just finger screw those puppies in so you make sure they're not stripping out. So we got this in, get the bumper on, and the last thing we need to do on the back end is put these spears on. So I'm putting these little tabs in the spears. And what I do is I put a little bit of grease on there, and then you can see this is angled here and here, not on this side. So you come in from this side, make sure that this is even here all the way through. And if you need to, just kind of wiggle a little screwdriver and make sure it is even. It looks pretty good. And that slides on. And then once you get, in this case it's just 3, normally it's 5, but this is the one with the handle on it. What I'll do is I'll take this and go over to the car. And this is your guide pin right here. So then you just make sure that everything is going to line up like this guy's up. Just needs to go down a little bit. And some of these, they're very, very tight. So yeah, it's even a little bit more. So what I'm going to end up doing is tapping it down with a hammer. Gently with the hammer. So you can see we got everything lined up here on one at the top. And once we get to that point, we can get our, I'm using this kind of hammer here. There it is. Now the handle attaches right here, so I got to open it up and I'll get to the back side. I'm not going to record that, it's pretty straightforward. I was putting this bumper on and noticed that the edge of it came right up to the paint. You can see the little scuff on the paint, that's how close it was. So this is bad. I didn't notice until I got it on there, and then so we're doing a little bit of hillbilly body work, pulling that thing out. Remember, not a show car. It did spring back a little bit. Still got 3/16 of an inch there, so I got the plate on there. I'm not too worried about it. It's scheduled to be replaced in 2037. This is the back seat. As I was looking at it, I noticed that it's got 3 layers. It's got this red one, a brown one, and then underneath a black one. So I don't really want the red one. It doesn't really matter. It's all getting recovered anyways. But I'm just curious to see, what does this black one looks like? With the red top ripped off, this is the brown. Doesn't look like it's in horrible shape. This seam looks a little worn here. But let's cut off the brown and see what the black one looks like underneath it. All right, here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Take the brown one off. It's not too bad. Obviously needs to be cleaned up. That looks like it's in pretty decent shape. There's no rips or tears. Again, this gets a little worn here, but it's definitely usable and it will look better in the car. So I'm curious what this other one looks like. What are you smelling? Are you smelling mice? This is tetanus waiting to happen. I got this cover. I think it's all ripped off. I'm gonna flip it over and see what it looks like. I should note that this seat did not come with the car. The car, when I originally bought it, did not have a rear seat. This doesn't look horrible. There's not tears, but this seam is coming apart here, and this whole seat is kind of rotten in the back. See there, it's pretty bad there. So the wood, it would obviously have to be replaced, and the frame is need to be treated here. I might have another option out in the trailer. Well, here's the other one. It's pretty ratty. I might be able to reuse some of this frame, but the inside, the bottom side is gone, and the mice are taking residence in here. So I think we're back to the other one. Well, that turned out pretty good. I wasn't sure when I started taking these layers off. There were 3 total, so I took the top 2 layers off. What could it have been hiding? Tears? Who knows? But this is what it is. It's pretty strong vinyl. Yeah, so we got the seat installed. base of it. Anyways, what do you think, Nick?
I like it.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. It reminds me of the Green Hornet.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
so cool. I had this enthusiasm about your car, and I'm saying the good way. It's a really cool car. I like the black and the green, and the Nomad. You know, it's not really a Hornet because it's a Apollo, but I understand it's a Nomad. But it reminds me of the movie. It's just so cool.
So you think it's the Green Hornet?
I call it the Green Hornet.
That's your nickname for the car.
Yep, Hornet it is.
Wow. I'll
And I'm
have
saying
to
that
see if that one grows on me or not.
Yeah, I like the positive.
Okay, be positive.
Yeah, really cool cars.
All right,
man.
well, I'm going to be positive here, Nick. We got the base in,
Yep.
but I'm just telling the other part's harder, so
Yeah, that would be
we're
kind of
gonna
tricky.
have to work that one out.
All right, Nick out.
I painstakingly removed the black cover and looks what's underneath. I'm not sure what year that's for. Maybe it's, I don't know. I have to look into it. Maybe it's 55. But I'm going to try cleaning this up and see what happens. We pulled the back seat out, took the cover off, and sure enough, it had the same pattern. But unfortunately, we know why it was recovered. This big tear here. So I think for now, we're just going to throw this black cover back over it, tack it down, and then eventually someday, I'm going to replace all the covers on the seats so everything matches. The front seat, the back seat, obviously.
So what kind of color you want it to be?
Black and white.
Oh, black and white, just like this.
Black and white.
Black and white it is.
Well, this is kind of more of a tan.
Tan, yeah.
Yeah, so black and white.
I'm sure you can look it on Walmart or
No.
not Walmart.
No.
No. Okay, go look at auto stores like
Classic Industries.
Classic Industries.
Right.
Do we have a car store somewhere?
Do we have what?
A car store.
Somewhere? Not like that. You got to go out to the East Coast or the West Coast, but nothing here that has upholstery like this that you can buy. So anyways,
So you have to go shopping that
yeah,
far
we got to
away.
go shopping. Yeah.
That far away?
Yeah. And
Across the country?
They don't give that stuff away, Nick. They charge big money for it.
That sounds
I
sounds stupid.
I got to save my pennies.
Yes, you do.
I have the seat that I need to figure out where to mount this hinge down here. And the wheel well was replaced a few years back. That's a new wheel well. And there's no holes to mount this bracket. So I got to figure out where we're going to put that. So I got a level. Don't really need the level part. I just need the straight edge running from this 1/2-inch piece of wood, which will be the thickness of the wood that will go back here at some point, to the edge of the seat. And this should all be level. So when the seat's down, there's a nice level surface. And I got about 1.25 inch gap here. Let's see, that's about 1.25 inch. And I've marked this, the top of the bracket. So this white line matches the top of the bracket. So my best guess is this needs to come up 1.25 inches. And we'll mark that and then mark the holes. There's 3 holes in this bracket here. And then we'll mark the holes and drill through the wheel well. I'm probably going to use some nut zerks on here. Got some 1/4 inch 20 nut zerks installed here. Stainless steel ones. And then next, we'll install this. Well, yeah, we got the seat in the back. It looks like it fits okay. I'm still not 100% sure about the position of where we mounted the back of the seat. And I guess we'll know for sure when we get the latches installed. I have those on back order. So when they come in, And this little peg here, if that hits the latch in the right spot, then I think we'll know, because this right up here, that's factory. That hasn't been touched. This was replaced. So the next up, Luke
Hi.
and I are going to put the seat in, the front seat, and I'm sure it'll be wonderful. It's not gorgeous. Look at that thing. Hey, it's better than the other one, right?
Pretty.
I think I should be able to sit on this thing and not have it poke me in the back.
Yeah,
That'll be nice.
that would be nice.
And eventually someday we'll get them recovered. Yay, we got the front seat in. And the back seat. And if you're thinking, hey, Jim, that looks hideous, I'm not going to disagree with you. But at this point, we're just trying to get everything in place. And at some point, when I save up all my pennies, I'll buy a brand new interior.
Thanks everybody for watching this episode, and join us in the next episode.